Welcome to the Indie Author Roadmap, the podcast for new and aspiring indie authors.
We're your hosts, Rachel and Rob, here to help guide you on your writing journey.
Join us each episode as we share tips, insights and practical advice to help you take the next steps towards becoming a successful indie author.
Whether you're working on your first book, navigating self-publishing, or looking to connect with fellow indie authors, this is the place for you.
So grab your notebook, settle in, and let's hit the road to your publishing dreams.
Because right in the end, it's just the beginning. Hello and welcome to Indie Author Roadmap, episode 55. I am the reluctant writer, Rob Radcliffe, and we have in the other corner, with the wrong way around,
the amazing, fantastic, brilliant, awesome, Christmassy Rachel.
Yeah, and I'm also very Christmassy in my little corner in my kitchen, as you can well see.
With a shelf on your head.
And a shelf on my head, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the way I roll. Who doesn't want a shelf on their head
I know.
of a December? And today we are going to be talking about Rachel. Not Rachel. We're not talking about Rachel.
No, we are. I think we should have a whole episode on how awesome I am.
Be a short episode then, won't it?
No, it'd be a long episode. Yeah. We're talking about AI translations and getting started with AI translations and stuff.
Right, so I was going to, because we've done a bit of homework for this one, and I forgot to do this bit. Is there anything other than Scribe Shadow in the market
There's
at the
loads.
moment? Is there really?
Yeah.
Well, you've obviously done the research. Crack on.
There's one called Deep L that you
Right.
can use. I'm gonna have to get on my list. There's Deep L, there's Scribe Shadow, there's Globe Scribe. These are just off the top of my head. Then obviously you can use Chat GPT and Claude and stuff yourself. Let me find my list. There's obviously Amazon Translate as well, if that's been rolled out to you.
It hasn't been rolled out to me yet.
No, not to me. I'm excited for that. There's Google Translate. Yeah.
Isn't
DPL.
Google Translate just a little box, though?
No. Oh yeah, I suppose it is I don't know if it's the old Google Translate or if they've done something now, because they've got their own AI on there, haven't they? So they might have actually a translator.
Right. Well, apart from like the last ones that you said, so you've got Scribe Shadow, and it does like a relationship analysis I think we're getting a bit ahead of it, but I just want to get this out. Do the other ones do that? So you upload your whole book, because doing it yourself with just chat, you're basically copying and pasting 1,000 words. If you've got an 80,000 word novel and you're doing that, there's not going to be any relationship analysis from the chapters because it's not all in one go.
So I've got a list. So DeepL is excellent fluency for fiction.
Right.
Preserves formatting when translating words or Word documents or PDF. It preserves your tone, names, intended words, and all that one. So that one sounds actually good. The only downside to it is it's got lesser languages.
Right.
And the free version has privacy and character limits.
Has privacy, did you say?
Yeah, so I think it's kind of public when you use the free version.
So that's no good at all. And character
limit. So it's got a paid version.
Yeah.
Which I've got down later. Then you've got Google Translate, which supports 130 languages, and it's cheap and fast. It's literal though, so it will do it word for word. So you're missing that fluency.
That's not good then. Again.
No.
Right.
And because it's a free browser version,
yeah,
it's also not necessarily private. Then you've got Amazon Kindle Translate, which some people have access to and some people don't. This probably is going to be one of the better ones.
It's in beta at the moment, isn't it?
Integrates into KDP, translates your book automatically, preserves the layout, and is currently free during the beta version. The downsides to it is it only has English, Spanish, and German.
Right.
We don't know the quality of it yet because it's still in beta. and it's not clear if you can pull the files out so you can go wide with them.
You
I
won't be
imagine
able to. It'll
you
just
won't
be
be
like
able to.
the virtual voice. It's sort of like
Yeah,
stuck in there, isn't it?
yeah. The upside of that one is it's risk-free because it's on KDP,
Yeah.
because it's KDP's own product. Then you've got your ChatGPT, where you can put it in, which, um, that one's good at preserving your voice, it's customizable, it can keep your tone. The downside to just doing ChatGPT is it often hallucinates or starts rewriting your shit even when you tell it not to, and 'cause you can't if you don't speak the language, you've no idea what it's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I use, but because obviously I use Scribe Shadow. I've mentioned that before. I think it's fantastic, and I've been doing it through authors. Even now, I'm holding my breath. I hope nothing's gone wrong, and I think that's because of you,
Yeah.
because of that problem you had with the two different I's in German. You don't know until you fuck up,
No,
you know, unless.
no.
But with when I have the translated version, I format it and then I put it through ChatGPT, my Cynthia,
Yeah.
and we and just to ask for readability from I tell Cynthia that it's a human narrated version of an English blah blah blah, and I need readability. I need to know that it sounds native to whatever language I'm doing in, and it'll go through it. And if there's any problems, it will tell me, and then we'll fix them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just have to type yes usually when it makes suggestions to change things, and then I pull that out and I'll reformat with the new version. But we've sort of jumped in the middle of the podcast, I think.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah,
Right.
well, this is just listed all the available places. So I've got one more. So there's one called Alaysa. It's spelled AILAYSA. But it's a new platform. It supports. Sorry, it doesn't only support. It also supports your lower use languages like Greek and African, Hindi, those kind of things. And it's quite cheap. It's $1 for every 1,000 words.
Yeah, we've got our guest today.
Are we doing an AI translation interview? You're translating woof.
Can you get down now, you big softy?
The only downside to that so far is that it's a new platform, so we don't really know much about it.
So is it like a competitor now because
Probably it's probably going to be one that will come up, but it's new.
and what's it called?
Is it Alaysa? AILAYSA.
AIL. A what?
AYSA.
I'll have a look at that afterwards.
Right, and then your two main contenders at the moment are Scribe Shadow, which is made specifically for books. It keeps the structure, it does your metadata, it has lots of languages, it's really quick. It does have subscription prices, but I don't even think, even when they put the prices up now that it's out of its beta phase, I don't think the prices are bad.
So let's we'll concentrate on Scribe Shadow because
One sec, hold on. Some authors do find it expensive, and it can still require a little bit of human to go over it. But it's probably the best done for you platform. Its main contender is Globe Scribe, which a lot of people also use. And it's a flat $100 per book per language. So
Yeah.
that can get expensive.
Yeah.
It's got near human quality and it's got a dead easy workflow.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? The size of your book, I guess, because if you're doing 100,000 word book, that's going to cost $100 because it's credit for word. No, it's not.
On Scribe Shadow, yeah. So
No, that's not how it works. Though. That's not how the pricing system works.
No, Globe Scribe is $100 per book per language.
Right.
You could have you could have a 50,000 word book and it'll cost you $100, or you could have a 200,000 word book and it'll cost you $100, but it's $100 every language that you want as well.
So what you need to do is you need to put all your books together into one file. And,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But
so go on.
they're your two main ones. Scribe Shadow is probably the leading one, and then Globe Scribe is the other one that people use. And I have heard people saying Globe Scribe is actually a little bit more accurate than Scribe Shadow,
Right.
but it is just that touch more expensive, whereas Scribe Shadow is a bit more accessible.
Yeah, I mean, Scribe Shadow's just, it's massive, isn't it? It's just come out of, it's just the place that authors have been going to for translations.
Yeah.
So Scribe Shadow is a translation thingy, technical term. And you buy credits. I did have it up so I could, and I'm not not going to talk about what it used to be because it's irrelevant now.
Yeah.
No.
And they have changed it that it's $1 per word, haven't they, basically?
$1 per word? Jesus
Per credit.
Christ. Yeah, a credit. Imagine if it was $1 per word. You'd be
Well,
right.
no, because doesn't it work out, or is it credits per word? I know, like, if you've got 100,000, no, it's 100,000. If you've got 100,000
Credit
credits,
like
it'll
for
do a
like.
100,000 word book.
Yeah.
It's a credit per word, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a credit per word, and I just had it then. So at the moment, with Scribe Shadow, we'll stay to Scribe Shadow. You've got Inkling, which is $19 a month. Bear in mind, you can pause your subscription, you can stop your subscription, and anything you've done, you still got access to that. You're just not paying for more credits, which is really great.
I've got mine paused at the moment because I just haven't got time to do anything.
Right.
And I've still got access to my credits that are there, and I've still got access to my books, so I can still use everything. I just can't accrue more credits until I unpause it.
So you've got Inkling at $19 a month, and that gives you 15,000 credits. So 15,000 words translated. You have Storyteller at $49 a month with 50,000 credits each month, rolling on 30-day rolling. And you also get 15% forever credits, which are like banked credits that you can use whenever, regardless of the subscription. You've got Novelist at $129 a month for 150,000 credits. So Novelist is, but if you want a novel doing, Novelist is the tier you go on, and you'd have 150,000 credits, which would do, generally speaking, your book, your blurb, and then you're going to be advertising. It's the only one you're going to work. So you'll need credits for, ad copy and all the rest of it. And that's for 150,000 credits, $129. Bestseller for 500,000 credits is $299 a month.
The thing is, if you've got a back catalogue of books, you could just go and pay one-off month of the highest thing and get the 1,000,000 credits.
Well, yeah, and then you've got bestseller, and then you have publisher at $1,000 a month, or $1,000 because you can pause it whenever or stop it, and that's for 2,000,000 credits. And these larger ones, the rollover is 90 days and 180 days as opposed to 30. Just so you've got more time, obviously, to use.
Yeah.
One thing that they did before, I guess they were in beta. You could get a code or an affiliate code, referral code, whatever. You got a promo code. You'd put that in, and it'd half the money you pay. So you're $129 for 150,000 credits would have been $65, and your bestseller $299 would have been $150 for 500,000. Now they're sort of out of beta. What they've done is they've changed it up a little bit, and with that referral code, you get double the credits the first time. So with the bestseller at $299, you get 1,000,000 credits instead of 500,000. But those other ones that you get are forever credits, so you don't have to worry about the rollover. I'll come off there. That's all very boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say yeah.
Yeah.
Go, no, Rob, this is interesting.
No, it was really, really interesting.
You reading off a fucking web page is dead interesting. So basically, if you want to do a book and translate it into a language, it's going to cost you at the moment about $129, which is about 80 quid. 80 quid.
Yeah,
£80.
it's not compared to you talking thousands for a human to do it.
Yeah, but if it's like your first one, say you've got 2 books and you want to translate them, then you'd get double that amount. So you'd have 300,000 credits for your 120, for your 80 quid
Yeah.
the first time around. And then going into Scribe Shadow, it walks you through really nicely. It's a nice interface. There's not a lot of clutter there. You can find like your books. You can find everything really easily once you get to terms with it really quick. And then it takes about half an hour to translate a
Yeah,
book.
it's not very long.
Yeah, and at the moment they're in beta for more languages. So you get your standard ones, which are Dutch, English, French, German, Italian, European Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, European Spanish, Latin American Spanish, Polish, Ukrainian, Swedish, and Russian and Japanese. And then if you go in beta, you have access to Korean, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, Thai, Hindi, Catalan, Afrikaans, Hebrew, Norwegian, Serbian, and Turkish.
But,
So there's
Right.
loads. So there's quite a lot of things. Now, I've been chatting to a friend of the show, Steve Aitchison, quite a lot because we're both really into translations and stuff. You know, I'm doing a lot of translations for other authors, and what he's done is he's translated all his books now into all the languages. And
that must have took him ages.
yeah, well, because you can translate one and then you can go on to and translate another as that one's translating.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not the issue, but the issue is then you need to turn it into a book because you've just got the raw text there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's formatted, but you need to pull it out, a lot of copying and pasting. So he's got like 150, 180 books that he needs to format and all the rest of it. And I was chatting to him the other day and we were talking about places that Amazon aren't in. So if you're in KU and your exclusive ebook, it's only, I think, you might be at home with this, it's only in those territories. So
Yeah, you can put because every language is a new book.
yeah, every language is a new book. So if you anywhere where if you're in KU and you're in all the territories, I think there's about 20 or something, 15,
Yeah.
20. That means that the other territories that they don't serve to, say like China and where else? There's a few, isn't there?
Yeah. And I thought it was the other way. I thought if there isn't KU, like there's a German KU, but for example, there's not a Chinese KU, so you
Yeah.
might as well just put that wide.
And when I was chatting to Steve the other day, I just geekily looked up how many people in just India and China, 2 territories. There's more people in those 2 countries than there is in the whole Europe and both South America and North America.
Yeah.
More people in those 2 territories than there is in fucking the rest of the world, near
Yeah.
enough. And that's just amazing to me. If you can get a foothold in these places without, it could be massive. One of the problems that I think with China is their sort of closed communismness regarding internet and stuff like that. Do they have Facebook? Does it run ads? Because you need to be running ads to get eyes on your
The
book.
thing is, if you're not running ads or anything, it's not expensive to make. You could just put it up there and leave it and not care whether it sells or not, but you might as well have it there. It's like when people go, should I bother making a paperback? I'm like, it's just a little bit of effort. It doesn't matter if you don't push it. If you leave it there, you still might get the odd sale,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I'm very much looking at this as, a business opportunity. So places like China need to really find out, do they can you run ads to them and stuff, just because of their closed internet system that they
Yeah. Well,
have.
they're also a different culture, so
Yeah, but there's these things that you have to take into account, and also the sort of book that you put in. We touched on this before, if it's very Western and we're very liberal, if you're then going to try and flog a book in a very very authoritarian. Go on, say the word.
if you're going to
Authoritarian. Come on, you can say these words.
authoritarian.
That's the one, authoritarian. If you're then trying to flog a book in a very, what Rachel said, country, it might land you in with a fawa. I'm not very good with words. What's that
Well,
word?
they don't have things like
Fatwa. You
homosexuality.
might get a fatwa on your head.
They don't have like homosexuality in the books and the films, do they? They cut them.
Yeah.
Imagine them watching the Freddie Mercury movie in China.
Can you imagine watching Brokeback Mountain? It's just being about horses.
Yeah, it's just a film about horses, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're very closed when it comes to mental health as well. Like if someone's got a mental illness, they don't actually tell the person with it, they tell the family and then it's a secret.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things that like you say, we're very liberal, they're very not.
Yeah, and stuff like suicide and that'd be classed under mental health, and it's just all very much. So thrillers would probably do well.
Yeah.
Your standard guy comes into town, fucks shit up, and leaves until the next book sort of thriller. That'd do pretty well. I think any sort of characterization, though, you're going to come in. I mean, who's to decide what's mental health?
Yeah. But you haven't got a chance of proofreading it.
No, you haven't got a chance, have you?
No.
It's not even like see like I've been translating these German ones and French and Italian, and I'm sort of recognizing words now just because I'm formatting them again, so I'm seeing it twice in the process. But with your Indian, with your German, no, with your Japanese, Chinese, Greek, all these weird languages, it's going to be quite difficult. I really want to try Japanese though, because there's a market there,
Yeah.
and they're more westernized in a sense than your China and stuff. Yeah.
So for the newer person to translations,
Yeah.
and I'm going to ask you this question instead of me answering it because you have done it so many times. Talk us through your workflow. So like anyone listening that's never done a translation could then go and attempt it themselves.
So first of all, I'll do from an author. If I'm doing an author's, we'll talk about the book. Well, it's ish. They'll send me the EPUB file.
Yeah, 'cause you do need the EPUB, don't you?
Yeah, it's the EPUB. It accepts EPUB, but that's not even an issue. If someone wanted to translate, usually you've got your English version out here when you decide to translate anyway.
Yeah.
So you will have the EPUB version. They'll send me the EPUB version, and they'll send me the covers, the English covers, in whatever formats they've got. Just if they've got it in Photoshop or whatever, just send it over, and then I'll ask them to create an account on Scribe Shadow, and then I'll give them the promo code so they get extra credits now, and I've got a little talk through how to do it. They'll upload the amount of credits that they'll need for that book, or if they're planning to do a series, we'll talk through credits. They'll pay for them, and then they'll send me the login details. I'll then go in with the ebook, upload the ebook, and we'll back and forth because it'll give suggestions on the title, and it'll tell you why it thinks that title's right in 3 different tones, if you like, and then the same for the series title, and then we'll upload that metadata as well as the blurb, and then I'll click a button and it will translate the whole book. once that's translated, I'll take it out. I'll then set up a Vellum file for them, and I'll literally build the front matter and back matter of the book, put in the links and all the rest of it. I'll go on to that in a second because it's a bit more than just that. And then I'll basically copy and paste each chapter into the Vellum file. At the end of it, you've got your EPUB. I'll take that, I'll turn it into a Word document, I'll put it through Cynthia or ChatGPT, as some people call it, and I'll tell ChatGPT that it's been translated from English into German by a German translator. Could you check for any discrepancies, any tone changes, all that stuff? And I mean, Cynthia's a learning machine, so it sort of knows now because I've done it so many times.
Yeah.
What I'm looking for, what to point out. I'll put it in there and it'll give me a summary. And because I'll be asking, and I want it to be readable for the native German, native Italian, blah, 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 whichever. And it'll give me a summary of what's good and what's bad. If the bad bits are some sentences are a bit anglicized still, and there's just a few things you could change, but that's the only problem, I'll leave it. And the usually the good bits in the summary are, it reads, the flow's right, the humour's right if it's humorous, or the character relationships are right, because it will pick out things that are wrong if it is there. So if someone's talking to Bob and then all of a sudden Bob becomes Joe, it will find it very quick. A proofreader might not, because they're reading like humans read, you're skimming over it. It will find it because it is going literally line from line. If it gives the okay, I'll then I've got the formatted version. I mean, I had one where it was German, and it's the English title is Ark, as in Ark of the Covenant, and it was calling it Arch or Archie or however you pronounce it, and that is Noah's Ark, so it means a boat.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I caught it. It was me that physically caught that. I think I might have been doing some ad copy for it or something, and I caught this word and it said, no, that's wrong. And it turns out that Ark of the Covenant, the word is Bundeslade. So very different from Ark. So I had to go through and change every reference in Vellum. And we caught that word, but then you start getting paranoid because you think, is there another word that we haven't caught that's, because you just don't know.
No.
Because, you can't read the language.
So what model do you use in Scribe Shadow?
In Scribe Shadow,
What
you use, they have different models, and they're, at the moment, it's always pushing Gemini 2.5, but also that's the recommended one. The other recommended one is ChatGPT. I just use Chat because that's what I use anyway, and Cynthia's Chat. So I use Chat, and then sometimes a chapter won't get translated for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't understand it. You can then go back to that chapter, and I'll translate that chapter into Gemini from using Gemini, and it always works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other confusing one that I found when I first did mine was the speech marks, because it uses like gullets and something else.
Yeah.
You always have to research which is the correct one.
And I think it does it for you, because you've got to jot down when you're adding your book and stuff, all the metadata, and you say, I want it in German. You say there's these things called gullets or gillets, or however you pronounce it, and that's instead of your speech marks and the little arrows pointing outwards each side of it. In French, they have something different, and in Italian, they have end dashes.
Yeah.
So each territory has its own little thing, which, I mean, if you got it wrong, if it didn't tell you that, you would never know, because you're not picking up a German book or a French book to look at how it's formed.
So which language would, say you're a new author and you're like, there's all these languages, which language would you do first?
Well, German's the third biggest marketplace. So from a business perspective, it's German, isn't it?
Yeah. And then what would you do?
French.
And then
and then Italian.
Italian, yeah.
The reason that I've left out Spain is it's just it's not there at the moment for whatever reason. But yeah,
As in a market or the translation's not there?
the market,
Yeah.
it's just not there yet. But yeah, so I do German, then French, then Italian, and also I'm thinking Poland, because there's 38 million people in Poland, and it's
Yeah.
just one of those places that won't be served very,
No.
it's just places you don't think about really. See if you can jump on, but even German. I mean, I'm only running a £3 ad, and I'm getting sales every second day, let's say. But the read through's really strong, and that was
Yeah.
always the test, the read through.
Yeah, well, when I had mine up, before I took it down, I got my money back within, like, a day or so,
Yeah,
and I only had, like, a £2 or £3 ad on there.
yeah. I mean, I've got my 4 books on there now, and I'm just running to book 1. But I've also got my pre-order on there, and I've only had that on for about a week, and I've got 8 pre-orders for book
Nice.
5. So people are buying the books all the way through. I had one day where I had 10 sales, and it was 4 book 1s, and then 2 people had obviously bought the whole series.
Yeah.
And you don't really see that in
No.
the UK.
And while it doesn't sound like a lot, that's additional sales to what you already earn in the English markets.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on top of my £3 ad spend.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so it's made bank already in that. The return on investment is there straight away. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying translating. I do like to do the formatting in the behind the scenes, publishing boring stuff, because for whatever reason it's exciting to me. And that's why I do translations for people. And if you want to do it yourself, I'd be on hand if you needed help always,
Yeah.
because I'm just really into it. I think I mentioned last week's episode, I've got my German ones out, and now I've just translated in Italian and in French book 1. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the covers and in those territories, and throw them all on pre-order, and just have book 1 for now, just so they're all there ready, and then when I have time I can start figuring out a release schedule.
Yeah. So I've got like a list of questions that new authors I've seen ask in groups.
Yeah.
So we'll know the answers to. So I'm just going to throw them at you because you've used Scribe Shadow for other people. I've only done it for my stuff.
Yeah, I've published 29.
Yeah.
I've say 29 other people.
So I think you've covered this one. Is it easy to upload your manuscript?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
click.
it's dead easy.
Yeah, it follows. It's with Scribe Shadow. It's got your little bird, which is the mascot, and it shows you all the way around. It can be. I mean, you're learning a new platform.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's going to be that learning curve, but it's very quick. The learning
Yeah.
curve.
Does Scribe Shadow maintain your formatting, chapters, italics, scene breaks, and metadata properly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There's no
The only thing is that I found is when you do the, your little page breaks. I rarely do them because I write short chapters.
I don't use them. Yeah.
No, my chapters are too short. If I need to do a page break, it's a new chapter.
Same.
But,
Yeah, I do a chapter per
So
scene.
your little squiggle or your dots, which breaks the page, they use more in third-person books where you can change the setting and it still remains in the same chapter. The only formatting issue I've seen is that's pushed to the side and it's not in the center,
Yeah.
which is nothing really.
Yeah. Do you have to do much manual fixing afterwards?
It depends.
Apart from the formatting, there's not really.
Yeah, I
is
mean,
there?
you're going to you'd be formatting your book if it was English anyway, or you'd be having someone do it. So it's exactly the same. The only difference is you can't read the words, but that's because I've formatted hundreds of books now, and I'm not reading the book. And I start when I copy and paste the chapter in. So I do go chapter by chapter. I don't trust just putting it in. It's right.
Yeah.
I'll get to the bottom of it and I'll go upwards to the title, just so I'm not reading it. It's more about placement.
You can see it. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. and yeah, I can see straight away if something's off or something's wrong.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah,
battling that thing where you'll naturally skip if you go the right way.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Does it handle longer books, like anything that's over 100,000 words?
The same as anything else. My longest book is that I've put through it is 120. I've done a couple of books at 150. It's
It'd just
fine.
take longer, wouldn't
So,
it? Just
yeah,
but
and on
not even longer, you talk like a minute longer. It's
yeah,
not
yeah. And on the Scribe Shadow on your dashboard, when you've translated it, you've got on the left, you've got a chapter bar. So all the chapters
yeah,
are in the chat. However, it was formatted when you put it in. It's there, so
yeah.
you don't get lost.
Have you run into any bugs or errors or any missing sections in your book?
Uh, no,
No.
no.
No, the only one I had was getting the wrong use of I and I.
Yeah,
But I
and
think what's confusing it for me, and I don't know if you've for mine, I don't know if you've translated any books, but it's first person present tense, and I think that's throwing it off.
mine are. I write in first person present tense, and that's all I write in.
I wonder why it's not done it to yours then.
You used the Gemini model.
Yeah, I did.
ChatGPT wasn't there, was it, at the
No.
time?
Well, I also wonder if it's kinda confusing because, the main character, there's 2 main characters 'cause it's a romance, there's male and female, and there's, he's royalty and she's not, so I wonder if it's because it's his royalty, it's confusing the language and then putting the formal version of I in.
That's the thing, and I mean that's the thing with other languages as well. There might be it might be confused because of the class system. You
Yeah,
know,
that's it, there's a class system in it, and, I didn't know there's a class system for the word I,
yeah, yeah.
so I think
The,
that's probably what's throwing mine.
these things, you know, these issues. This is why you should run it through chat
Chat.
afterwards,
Yeah.
and I might make up a list of prompts that I've used
Yeah.
just in case anyone needs a prompt. You know,
I think that'd be a good
writing
idea.
is does it read all right isn't enough. You need to explain what it needs to be looking
You
for.
could you could throw that into our Facebook group,
Yeah, yeah.
and they could people just join and grab it there. So, how publishing is the translation that you get when Scribe Shadow is done with it?
How what?
How publishable?
Well, according to chat, it's I keep tweaking through chat with the entire manuscript until it tells me in the summary that it is a very fluent, very natural flowing rendition of its English counterpart, and the native speaker will be able to will follow it fine. It's brill. I'm waiting for it to tell me it's brill. I mean, I did one Adrian Cousins. I've done his German for a few books, and his are very British,
Yeah.
and he's a nightmare because his chapter titles will be names of songs, or Bend It Like Beckham was one of them,
Yeah.
which is not only a saying in Britain, but it's also the name of a film.
Yep.
And so I have to then go with these chapter titles, ask if there's a German counterpart, which was actually Kick It Like Beckham. So it's all in English still, but that's how they say. And what you've got to remember about other languages, other cultures, they're not fucking lazy like us. They know English. They know
Yeah.
they follow the Western word. You know, American TV or whatever. BBC is still the biggest broadcaster in the world. They see these things. They know English. They follow English-speaking pop stars and all the rest of it. All these things are ingrained in their language already, so it makes some things forgivable, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's still a bit of a nightmare because especially when you're doing comedy like Adrian does, you're wondering if it's going to land right, you know?
Do you put any, notice in the front of books? Not that it's been AI translated, but that it is a translated document rather than it was written in the native language?
No.
No, I saw someone say they do that they just
No,
put,
this is back on fucking
"I
trigger
went
warning.
from
It's
a
not a trigger warning,
typewriter."
it's sort of a trigger warning, though. It's,
Yeah,
you know, if it's basically saying, if something's wrong, please forgive me. No,
yeah,
it needs to be right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Da, da, da,
stance
da.
on that.
I think you might have answered this one. Does it keep your tone and style? Does it match your voice?
That's one of the big things, especially with the likes of Agents, which is very British, very comedic. You need to keep that tone. With other people I've translated, like Thriller-wise, and I'm not sure if the tone needs. It's a bit, especially in third person, the tone's a completely different tone, and it's a bit more. I don't know if simplify is the right word, but
Yeah,
it's that tone would maintain anyway, I guess. Uh, but yeah, it's back to do my checks afterwards.
yeah.
Uh, it has to be telling me that it's maintained the tone.
I think you've answered this one. How long did it take to translate one book? It's like half an hour, isn't it?
No, yeah, half
Yeah.
an hour.
Do you batch translate a whole series?
No, I do. I do one at once.
Yeah.
I'm very OCD about just my whole process. I'll do one at once, and I'm very finicky about.
Will you do it start to finish then? So we do it translation to formatted and then
Yeah,
do the next book? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't need to. It just means that
It's just easier for you.
yeah, but I mean, when you translate a book, it comes up in your bookshelf, if you like, and they just be all next to each other. I still need to format them all, so it's just yeah.
Yeah. Did Scribe Shadow slow down or become inconsistent across multiple books?
What do you mean?
So has it been inconsistent? So if you've got a series of books, like you've done your Divine series, haven't you?
Yeah.
How's the translation across the series been the same quality? I think that's what they're asking.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I've got book one. It's got a couple of 5 stars. It's only got 5-star rating. I wish they'd write a review because I want to, you know. And then I've been seeing read through, and then book two's got its first 1 star. It takes a while to get these because you know, you won't get 100 reviews or stars for selling 100 books. So it does
No.
take a while, and because I'm only putting £3 a day, not that many eyes on it, not as many sales at the moment. So it's just a bit of a slow grind. I'll start upping that in the new year, but it's still very much test mode, which doesn't really need to be now that I've got those 5 stars. But I haven't got any on book 3 and 4 yet.
Yeah. Another question. I think it's pretty much still very similar. Would you trust it to translate a 10+ book series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because you're not translating the whole book series in one. Each book is its individual book.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
that's a weird question. Where'd you get that from?
they're just ones I've sifted out of groups. I literally just went into like different groups, questions where
Right.
I've seen questions,
Yeah.
and then I think it's basically the same as the other question about consistency.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that comes down to you don't use Claude, but if you have a Claude chat going on, if the chat gets too long, it starts to make shit up because it forgets what was at the beginning of the chat.
Right.
You won't have that with chat.
Well, chat. I mean,
Uh,
part 5. It's just completely.
it's great on memory.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. So the other was how much did your subscription cost? But you've done that.
Me
Um,
personally, my books I managed to do for free.
Yeah.
Because another author who was all on it, when he was my first author that I was doing translations, my canary down the mine. So I set it all up, and he just sent me the money for credits. So it's on my account. Now I'm doing it for other authors. They set up their own account and give me access so I can do it. So there's a load of credits left over, and I asked him, "What do you want to do?" Because when they roll over, they're gone. He's like, "Well, I don't need them."
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll use them, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to do my books
Do,
for free.
do you feel so say you had paid for them, do you feel the cost is worth it compared to the revenue you've earned? Is it worth making that investment, basically?
It's it's a series. You've got a 3-book series. Even all of a sudden, you've got another 3-book series, and you
Yeah.
haven't had to write anything else because you're serving it to another territory who's hungry for books. they don't get as many as English speaking territories, which puts you back to the gold rush in
Yeah, there's less fish in the water, isn't there?
less fish in the water. So these territories for now, the next couple of years, maybe.
Yeah. As people get onto it, so if
Yeah,
you're in
it's
the
back
early
to the
adopting
early
phase.
days of KDP.
Yeah. Um, some of these we've answered because we just keep
I
talking.
didn't realise this is an interview.
Yeah, well, no, because you've got more experience, and so
Yeah.
mind you, I always ask you the questions.
Yeah.
You've not had feedback yet.
What's that?
It was asking what your reviews are like, but you've not had any written
All 5
reviews.
star at the moment. So
Yeah.
I know it's right, or at least I know 2 people liked it in Germany.
You've kind of touched on this one with Adrian Cousins one, but it asks, does it maintain your chapter headings and that kind of stuff? So,
Everything's
because some
everything
people they'll have like a chapter heading, and then I don't know, maybe it's a thriller, so it'll have a date and then it'll have a location. Does that translate okay?
all translates. The only like I said, I was doing a thriller one, the Ark one that I mentioned before, and he has dates and where they are
Hmm.
periodically through it, usually at the beginning of each chapter. And yeah, everything on the page gets translated. Yeah, other than, like I said, there's a few chapter titles of Adrian's because they're so British, you know,
Yeah.
and the algorithm, the chat recognizes it as an English thing. You know, match of the day can be translated into German, but
Yeah.
it's not match of the day.
Yeah.
So then you have to make a decision: is it match of the day as in the TV program, or is it match of the day as in the match that is being played that day?
Yeah. Yeah.
And decide whether to translate or leave it.
We had in our Facebook group, someone asked us, I'm just trying to get my head around the order sequencing and also how much checking I need to do on the translation.
Order sequencing.
Yeah, so I think that must be a workflow, which I asked you about.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's what I take that as. So this is Joe that's asked us, so I'm sure Joe can
Yeah.
tell us if I've got that wrong. And then it's how much checking they need to do on the
Covered that,
translation.
haven't I?
Yeah, you covered both of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one in our group, but I think that's it because a lot of the stuff you've actually just covered.
Right.
Would you do paperbacks
Yeah.
in German or your other languages?
I was chatting with Adrian because we're talking about stores and stuff now.
Mm.
Also, seeing how Adam is massive, you know, he's now shipping all over the world. He's implemented that into his business. So why not have your paperbacks, and you can do your signed paperbacks in different territory. It'd take a little bit longer for them to get there, but through a store, you'd be able to ship them
Yeah.
over there. I
But
think,
what about paperbacks available on Amazon translated?
yeah, I'll be doing that. Yeah,
Even if you're not physically selling them yourself, would you would you go and do the paperback version?
the only reason that I've been telling all my authors to do this, to hang fire, is again because of you. So we'll release the ebook. We'll wait until there's reviews.
Yeah.
That's the only way, really, that you're gonna know if there's an issue or not.
Yeah.
I have my paperback and my hardbacks ready. I just haven't uploaded them yet. For the first 2, I'm still waiting for reviews from 3 and 4. And this is
You need the crappy reviews to come in and see what they say, and if the crappy review is just I didn't like the story, you're good to go.
yeah. If a 1-star review comes in saying I really hated the story, that's brilliant.
Yeah, because it's
That
not
means
about
you've read it, you've understood it, and that's
Yeah.
fucking job done. You just didn't like it. That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. And then I also looked up if there was best territories, best languages for genres.
See, I found something, but let's say yours first.
Yeah, so I got Germany. Apparently, it's got a huge Kindle Unlimited readership.
Yeah.
Readers there devour romance, thrillers, fantasy. They love series. They like to review, and they are loyal fans. So they're just Western.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best genres in Germany are romance, all kind, especially paranormal, your shifters, your dark romance, your fantasy, your romantasy. They also
Gee,
love
that's you all over.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And they also love crime and police procedurals.
That's you
And
all
they love
over. Why
exactly
Richard
all my
Martin
genres.
not moving to Dusseldorf?
Right, yeah, no, and then they like psychological thrillers.
Yeah.
Then I've got France is the second contender. It's basically Germany's cousin, is what my Al said.
Yeah.
They've got a strong KU use. Romance sells well. Dark romance is massive over there. Fantasy, paranormal romance. It's pretty much the same as Germany,
Yeah.
so that's your good second contender. Spain, which is one that you're not particularly on, is unpredictable. They have a large population and they have big readers over there, but it's mixed results from the indie authors are finding. Over there, the translation quality matters more. The best genres, though, for Spain are romance, urban fantasy, fantasy, crime, and suspense. So it's not leaning into like your romantasy or your dark romance. That's probably not. It's not don't do it there. Like if you've got it, but it's not don't need to prioritize it.
Yeah.
It's not as profitable as Germany and France, but it's still a good market. Italy is another one. It's a small but mighty country. Readers love romance-specific niche tropes. The KU over there is strong. The covers for them matter a lot. Your best genres for Italy are contemporary romance, mafia romance, dark romance, romancy, and cozy romance.
No.
Italy is especially good for trope-heavy romance books.
I had something because I did do a little bit of research and I can't find it now. I've got, but it was like a world map and the best places for each thing. And I think to be a savvy translated author, there's Finland. Finland are massive on the thrillers. No one's
Yeah, I've got that one next.
no one's going straight to Finland if you with the thrillers. You're going to start in Germany and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So maybe do your research into your genre.
Yeah.
and
Because
if you-
the next one I've got is Finland and Netherlands, and it's the best genres over there are crime, police procedurals, mysteries,
Yeah.
psychological thrillers, and probably dark romance down at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you write if you write crime fiction, this is the market. Is your Netherlands and your Finland.
Yes, it's these smaller places, and
Yeah.
they just won't be served as much as your Germans and your French. We've got only
No.
a few more years, and these are going to be just as big as UK, and so this is a time maybe not going to Germany if you're like a thrill reader, a thrill writer, going to a different place where it's not served as much,
Yeah. Yeah.
Less
There you go.
less competition means more readers
Yeah.
finding your stuff. But it is like the new frontier, isn't it, in publishing, especially indie author pub. Everyone's going on about it these days.
Yeah, because it's not been a place we've ever been able to get ourselves, and
Yeah.
so these services now have made it really accessible. Because I was looking at prices, and you're paying anything between £4,000 to £10,000 per book
Yeah.
for translations. We don't have that in our pockets,
No.
and if you do have it in your pocket, and for example, if you've got a 10-book series and it's 4,000, and you're going to risk £40,000 for
It's just like it's the same deal with what I was saying a few episodes about doing this 50-50 split with audio. If I paid for a narrator, then I'm for a series, I'm putting the thousands and thousands, and it's going to be ages since I get a return. Whereas just like this, I haven't seen a return yet on my books. Well, I have because I got them for free, but had I paid for the Scribe Shadow, it would have been a couple of $100.
innovation.
I haven't made a couple of $100 back yet, but I know I'm easily going to do.
Yeah.
I've got the audio. I'm talking to the German narrator. He's going to start book 1 in January.
Yeah.
I won't listen through it.
But you look at that, like when we did our goals in January last year, this wasn't even on any of our to-do lists.
Well, I remember when you were talking about it, you were just about to get yours up, and you said, "Are you going to do it, Rob?" I was like,
Yeah.
maybe. And now I'm all about Scribe Shadow.
Yeah.
It's weird how things can work out like that.
But now you're getting German audio, like, that's never something you would have done. If I'd have asked you a year ago, "Are you gonna get a German audio book?" You'd have been like, "Nah, I ain't got the money for that."
Nah, well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, so
These
it's
and it's going to cost you nothing. It's now is the time for people. I think next couple of years, by 2028, every fucker's going to be everywhere. I reckon.
yeah, yeah.
So get there now.
Get on it, yeah,
This is the gold rush now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look at us doing a whole hour actually on topic.
I know it feels so dead.
I don't know.
Fucking hell, a whole hour. Is there anything else? I mean,
No, I think that's it.
yeah.
I suppose people will actually ask questions about marketing. Maybe that's one we can
So
quickly do.
I've looked into it a little bit, and just on Germany, and I'm running ads, Facebook ads. It's just that easy, you
You
translate.
don't need an expensive one, do you?
No, but you just
No.
translate your ad, literally word for word,
Yep,
or whatever, and you can just do it in chat. You could do it in the free chat.
yep, that's what I
It
did.
really wouldn't be an issue. And then you just change it around. You change the words in your ad, and then just click Germany instead of England
Yeah,
or US, and it's been served to Germany. Then dead easy. Also, they've got like Fussy Librarian and promos. Germany have started doing those. I'm going to have a look into those in the new year for my book one. Just to push the series a little bit, but I'll have to report back on that at a later
yeah.
date. But I'm sure other places do have the same thing as well.
I've seen people talking about using VPNs as well, and then just doing slideshows and stuff because obviously they don't talk
Well,
German on TikTok.
did we discuss this?
Yeah,
No, but we were recording when were we
I think we
recording when
did.
we discussed?
Yeah, about Joe.
Yeah, so there's an author called Jo Mullet, and she does TikTok slideshows and videos, really quick ones, just to get just to get that hook out. And she started doing them in German or French. Yeah, I think German. And they're being served to Germany now. I'm not sure how the TikTok algorithm's working there, whether it's just
They probably
spooky
can
on
pick
her
up the
part.
language.
Yeah, I mean that's if you could do that on the one account and not have to open a new account, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
The algorithm is sophisticated enough to know this is German, I'm going to serve it over here. This is
yeah. But
English.
to be fair, you can schedule everything now, so you could literally just go and schedule a load of German slideshows to just drop one a day
Yeah, well, if you got a different
on
account,
another account. Yeah,
yeah, it's exciting. It does feel like a new gold rush,
yeah.
but gold rushes end, so this is the new one to get on. I implore
Implore.
everyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you've got 2 books or 3 books, yeah, now's the time.
yeah,
Because you'll get read through, so you should be able to make a return on that investment.
yeah,
The other side of it is what I did was if you've got a reader magnet, then your whole back of house process, you need your landing page to serve the reader magnet and get the sign up. Every little bit needs to be German. The thank you bit, every single and it's quite daunting and it's a lot of work to do it. But once it's all set up, it's evergreen. It's
yeah.
there. It's
Do
ready.
you or are you going to go into having a mailing list for every language and translating your newsletters
Yeah.
every time you send them out
Yeah,
to the languages?
absolutely. So at the moment, I've got my German one set up with my reader magnet. It's in Mailchimp, not Mailchimp. Yeah, right.
Mailchimp, I was going to say you made the money.
No, 2020. What? It's in MailerLite, just because you can get as many automations as you like. That's the reason I chose MailerLite for this. And also, you get 500 free subscribers. It's going to take a while for these to rack up 500. So yeah, I'm going to do it for all of them.
Yeah,
And then it's just a matter of running when I've got my newsletter for that month. I've got my English one, run it through chat, and build the other one. Everything in MailerLite will be German version, Norwegian version, Catalan or whatever,
Yeah.
all the different versions. So it'll be all separate, so I'm not confusing my lists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. 107 minutes. 100,
Yeah.
1 hour and 7 minutes.
Thank you, Rob, for coming on the Rachel show.
A guest on the amazing Christmas Rachel show.
Yeah.
It's been great. I'll send you the invoice for my fee.
It's only been a year to take us to actually get one episode that's 100% on topic.
Yeah, I think we did one early on, didn't we? With
Maybe,
mailing
yeah.
lists. And the trigger one that was just a rant fest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's nothing else.
No.
If anyone's got any questions, just put them in our group
Yeah.
or at the bottom of YouTube videos or wherever you receive this content. Don't ask the question on your podcast thing though, because I never go on there. Do you?
No.
You should
No.
message, can't you? On the
Yeah.
No, don't put it there.
Don't
Put it in
see
that,
them. But the group is the best place.
yeah, your Facebook group. It pops up, and yeah, we're always even you're on there quite a lot, aren't you?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You do know what this means, though, because this is going out next week because we're recording it early because I'm not here. It means that when this goes out, there's only a week to Christmas.
Yeah.
You need to be more excited
Why?
because it'll be a week to Christmas.
I've got so much fucking Christmas shopping to do. I'm not.
Next week you won't. Next week you
I
should
will.
have
I
done.
still will. I'm one of those people for years and years. Whatever misses I've had has always been like, right, we've got this. Have you got? No, it's fine. And then on Christmas Eve, boom, all done, one shot. Which I mean, it leaves kids crying when something's you've promised them something and there's none left. But yeah, I've always done that Christmas Eve, man. It's the way.
So you've got a week to sort your shit out then.
I've got a week to sort my shit out. Yeah, be fine.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my kids are now teenagers, so I can just send them money.
Yeah.
But we do have Shan's kids who are like pests.
Little.
So yeah, I'll have to get a few things. Oh shit, yeah, and maybe Shan something.
You know.
Keep her on side. So you've got all your Christmas shopping done?
Almost done.
How many people do you buy for? Everyone you've ever met?
No, do I, Ek? No. I give cards to people.
Right.
But no. So there's like, I don't know, I've got the kids, their kids, and their partners.
Yeah.
It's like 10, about 15 people in
How
total.
old are the grandkids now?
The youngest one's 6. And the oldest
The
one's
youngest
14.
one's 6. So if the youngest one's 6,
Yeah.
how old's the oldest grandkid?
14.
13.
14.
14. So if she's anything like grandma, in 2 years' time, you're gonna have
Oh, I
another.
know.
You're gonna have
I
another.
lined him up because obviously I had her dad at 16 and then she was born when he was 17. I'm like, 2 more years.
Well, you're excited about being a great granny.
No, I just like winding him up. Yeah, but it won't be my problem, will it? Because she's my.
It will. It appears that your grandkids and your kids are still your problem.
I know.
So this
get
will
worse
be
as
your
they get older.
problem.
But I just like winding him up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you got 2 years. No. If anything, we'll have a baby horse. Because she's horse mad.
Right. Well, that's definitely. It's definitely cheaper than a kid. Just get her a horse.
Get her a horse. Yeah, she says she doesn't want kids. She wants horses.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
Apparently, her siblings have put her off having children.
I imagine so. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, that's been hopefully a little bit informative.
Yeah.
Okay. And if, like I said, any questions, give us a shout in the group. Yeah. Right.
We will answer them.
What we're doing next week?
Next week, we're going to talk about our plans for 2026.
Okay. We sort of
Look
touched on that.
organised.
Yeah, we sort of touched on that last week, didn't we? But yeah, more in
Yeah.
depth. Plans as in how many words we're going to write.
Actual goals. We're going to do goal setting for 2026.
2026
So
goal.
you've got 2 weeks no, because it depends when we record it. But you've got about 10 days to actually write a list of goals so we can talk about them on the show.
I know my goals for the first half of the year, so yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And shall I go and dig up our original goals again?
Yeah,
And we'll go over them.
yeah, in a bit more detail, and then yeah, cool. So it's kind of like a roundup of the because is that the one that's going out on Christmas Eve?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and we started the podcast on the 27th, so it's the closest to a year.
To a year.
we get. Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right.
I'll let you get back to putting up more Christmas trees or what the fuck you do with yourself.
I've got all my trees up and all my decorations are done.
All 8, yeah, all 8.
Yeah.
Just the 8.
Just the A.
Fucking weirdo. That's only come into my mind because I've just finished editing last week's. Because obviously we're recording these a day after the other. So yeah.
You on your live, there was someone that has as many trees as me.
Oh God, yeah.
She friended me on TikTok as well.
Oh, let's quickly talk about my live. So I went live because I got my Christmas book, and I went live last night with the new Christmas book, and I decided that I was going to offer it for free because it only costs £2.50. Offer it for free for bundles, and in the 2 hours that I did an hour, stopped for fag, and then did another hour, and in them I sold my 7-book box set. I sold three book box sets, and I sold 6 just the new novellas, and made like £170
Nice.
in 2 hours.
Nice.
Live's the way, man. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I've run out of book 3 in the series, which means I can't do any more bundles until I get one. But it's brilliant. And yeah, you were on for the first half, chatting about fucking Christmas trees with someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. Your sound was really funny because, like, you were talking, but it was like there was a lag on your recording, and then it caught up, so it went really fast, so no one could tell what you were saying.
Oh right, really?
It was really. Have you ever had that when you're watching like something on Netflix?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
buffers and then it catches it up. That's what it did to you a couple of times, and
Right.
yeah, it was so weird.
That's going to happen, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, I caught you probably about 11:30ish. I'm like, you look really tired.
Yeah. Well, because was it last week's episode I said about the beer can and you can't have them. So I poured it into a glass, and then just kept saying it was my fizzy Tango apple. So I didn't get a fucking violation for having a drink at 10 o'clock at night.
They can't see what you're drinking then.
No, I didn't get violated for it being fizzy apple tango, so I was okay. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's cool how it comes up on the screen though that says how many people are looking at your books, because if we can see that
oh
watching you.
dear, can you see that?
Yeah.
So
So it
that
says
kind of makes you kind of get more interested because other people are interested then.
Yeah, because it comes up with a banner across the screen to
Yeah.
say that how many people are like looking in the cart or have added it to the cart.
Yeah.
What else? You can also, when you click through, it says join Rob's fan club.
I don't know where that is.
No, that was totally
obviously something on TikTok, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask Adam about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but it's really cool because you can smack you in the face with your finger and it just gives you all the likes.
Yeah, you keep. Yeah, just
You can go,
keep
piss
fucking
off, you shit, and then it'll give it all
keep
the
whacking me in the face, giving me all those love hearts and making it go out to more people. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get people, tell them to smack you in the face, and then that's how it gets it out there.
Yeah. So you're gonna do one?
I will dare myself to. I have to dig all my stock out.
Yeah. Like I said to you, doing these is massive practice for it.
Yeah.
The only difference being you just talk at yourself instead of someone else.
Yeah.
And have it regurgitate a little bit. But other than that, yeah, it's you should feel quite comfortable on the camera by now, Rachel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you compare our first podcast to now.
Yeah. But I mean, even comparing your YouTube video before you started this, just fucking pausing every second. Whereas now you just,
Yeah.
just like,
It's just, you just get your confidence up with it, don't you? Like, your lives will get better as you go.
You're trying to say it was shit.
No, but they'll improve.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got plans for lives. I want to do a few different things on them and stuff. But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's making money, it's selling books, which is the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And engaging with readers, which is the best bit.
Yeah. Should we go before this gets way long?
Yeah. All right. Okay. See you next week. Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye.